The year 2000. Dallas, Texas. In a Blockbuster conference room, two men sat across from each other. One was John Antioco, Blockbuster CEO, 45 years old, the man who commanded the world's largest video rental empire. The other was Reed Hastings, Netflix CEO, 40 years old, the founder of a small company that mailed DVDs. Hastings spread his presentation materials across the table. The cover read, $50 million acquisition proposal. $50 million. That was Netflix's asking price. Netflix proposed either acquisition by Blockbuster or a partnership. The moment the proposal was heard, the atmosphere in the room shifted. Antioco's expression changed. On the faces of the executives, barely concealed smirks appeared. A tense silence filled the conference room. Mail DVDs? That's a niche. No late fees? There's no way to profit from that. Hastings sat quietly. His expression was stone. According to those present, the negotiation was cut short. At that moment, Blockbuster was invincible. Around 2000, Blockbuster operated roughly 9,000 stores worldwide, with annual revenues around $5 billion. On every street corner in America, that blue and yellow logo stood. Friday nights, families gathered at Blockbuster. Lines formed to rent the latest movies. This was America in 2000. But Blockbuster had a secret. Late fees. For every day a rental was overdue, a few dollars in penalties. Customers hated it. But for Blockbuster, it was a cash cow. Late fees were a critical revenue source, reportedly accounting for over 10% of sales in some years. Without late fees, Blockbuster's business model would crumble. Antioco knew this. Antioco looked out the window. The Dallas skyline stretched before him. In his mind, the calculations ran. 9,000 stores, $5 billion in revenue. And Netflix. What is Netflix? A small company that mails DVDs. That's niche. He made his decision. The proposal is rejected. Hastings said nothing. He gathered his materials and left the conference room. But Hastings didn't give up. He returned to the warehouse. Red envelopes. That was Netflix's trademark. Mail DVDs. No late fees. Monthly subscription. Customers loved it. Around 2000, Netflix still had only a few 100,000 subscribers, tiny compared to Blockbuster. But that number kept growing every month. 2002. Netflix went public on NASDAQ. The IPO was priced at $15 per share. Blockbuster's market cap was still far larger. There was no comparison. But Hastings was preparing his next move. Streaming. 2004. Blockbuster finally moved. Antioco held a press conference, announcing Blockbuster Online. The core model, DVD by mail, subscription, no late fees, mirrored Netflix while also leveraging their store network. But it was too late. Netflix already had over 2 million subscribers. 4 years of first-mover advantage. That wasn't easily overcome. Antioco took an even bigger gamble. 2005. Blockbuster launched End Late Fees. However, there were still charges for unreturned items, and the messaging drew criticism. Still, the impact on revenue was unavoidable. His hand gripped the financial report. The board erupted. "You're undermining our revenue pillar?" But Antioco pushed through. This is the only way to compete with Netflix. 2007. Netflix changed the world. They launched Watch Instantly, streaming service. Initially limited in titles and platforms, it gradually became their core offering. With one button, a movie started. No waiting for mail. No trip to the store. This was the future. Hastings had been preparing for 7 years. Since that day in 2000, when Antioco dismissed him, around 2008, the end of Blockbuster came into view. Nearly $1 billion in debt crushed them, and the stock price collapsed. Across America, stores began closing. Store closing sale. Those words appeared everywhere. An empire that once boasted 9,000 stores was crumbling. Antioco had already stepped down as CEO in 2007. He advocated for continued investment in the online business, but clashes with shareholders demanding short-term profits led to his departure. September 23, 2010. Blockbuster filed for bankruptcy. Chapter 11. Total debt, approximately $1.5 billion. The once largest video rental chain in the world faced extinction. Corporate-owned stores ceased operations in 2014. But franchise locations remained, and the Bend, Oregon store survives as, quote, the last Blockbuster. Ironically, that last store became the subject of a Netflix documentary and now survives as a tourist attraction. End of 2024. Netflix's market cap exceeded $300 billion. Worldwide, roughly 280 million paid subscribers. Annual revenue reached approximately $35 billion. Recently, Netflix has emphasized not just subscriber count, but engagement metrics like viewing hours and growth in ad-supported plans. In 2000, this was the company Antioco could have bought for $50 million. What if he had paid that $50 million then? Though whether the acquisition would have succeeded is another question. Established companies often stifle innovation through integration, and given Blockbuster's financial structure, fixed costs, and other competitors, the outcome wasn't predetermined. So what can we learn from this story? First, success is never permanent. Blockbuster had 9,000 stores, $5 billion in revenue, but that didn't protect them. Second, clinging to an existing business model kills companies. Late fees. They were a critical pillar of Blockbuster's revenue, but they punished customers. Blockbuster ignored the voice of the customer. Third, never underestimate technological innovation. Antioco dismissed Netflix as niche, but niche became mainstream. Streaming changed the world. Now, I want to ask you, history only tells the outcome, but those living it don't know the ending. If you were Blockbuster's CEO in 2000, what would you have decided? Protect the existing business model or bet on unproven innovation? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for joining me on this journey. In this video, we explored the lessons from Blockbuster's failure. But business history holds countless untold stories. On this channel, I continue extracting strategic wisdom from the drama of success and failure that you can apply to your own life. If you found value in this exploration, support me with a subscription and a like. Until next time.